Hello and welcome everybody, I am your humble host, Gavin the Kitty. Today, it is raining, it is wet, and I've got to play Mega Man 4. Karmic says, I am GOAT. Nice. So, to recap, we left off yesterday. We just beat the Wily Tower. We just finished up the time travel subplot. We're officially on the next arc. Some like to call it the sequel wars. I, personally, like to call it filler. The next two games are mostly filler. Because then we get back to the real plot. That's my honest opinion. It's goofy, I know, but hear me out. It's filler. We get to... It's more so names from the past coming up. We are playing the PlayStation version, first and foremost. Hello, Foxino. So, the way we're going to run it is we're going to start with the original mode. Then we're going to use the Navi mode with remixed music, as well as no helmet. And we'll be equipping some of Dr. Light's parts. We've got Hyper Jump, we got the Hyper Jump, Auto Charge, Energy Saver, Hyper Shot, Hyper Charge Shot, Power Shot, and we will get more as we play the first run through today. We won't be touching mission mode, I don't think, unless you guys think we have time. We are also doing the episode Red fan game, which is something crazy. Hyper Jumpo, yeah, Hyper Jumpo. We got about a minute until the first ad of today. You guys might have already seen one. I don't know. It showed me some really crazy stuff at first. But around every 15 minutes, we're going to get an advertisement. I'm sorry about that, folks. But your viewership of that ad actually helps to support me and keep this whole thing running. So, at the very least, thank you for watching. But we're just going to jump into the original mode. And, yeah. Hi, Stitch. How you doing? How's everybody in chat doing? Me personally, I'm just holding on here. In the year 200X, Dr. Light has built advanced robots. However, one day they were set free on the city to attack it by the villainous Dr. Wily. Dr. Light, in disbelief, didn't know what to do, and it seemed that all hope was lost. That's when the super robot named Megaman, built to help around the lab, offered to transform into a fighting robot to help stop the villainous Dr. Wily. And thus, this starts a brand new adventure. Dr. Wily has evil schemes have been put to an end for now. And it seems the villainous Dr. Cossack has reared his ugly head. He sent his 8 robot masters out to the world, seeking vengeance, and to prove that he is, in fact, the greatest scientist in the entire world. Mega Man hits a train to Russia and prepares to fight. And that is the story of Mega Man 4. Doing good, just tired. I feel that. I was up all night working. So, yeah. Thumbnails, video got uploaded to YouTube, all sorts of stuff. Karmic says I got done with the safety meeting. That's nice. You safe now, dear? Zeke says, hey-o. And Stitch says, how are you? I'm fine. I'm existing. I'm on the brink of going crazy. Okay, my end of things says there's an ad in progress at the current moment. It says there's like 10 seconds left. If chat could let me know if that's still true, that would be great, good to know. So, Karmic says, safe and sound. That sounds specifically being screaming. I feel that. Sosmog2, hello and welcome! I just got done reading the story of Mega Man 4. We're doing the PlayStation version, specifically the NES version first. So, we're running the NES version first. Then we're running the version with Navi mode and chips. You guys are going to be picking the power-ups that I'm using for that one. And then we'll be doing Episode Red lastly, because you guys are crazy for Episode Red. You guys asked. It'll be a good time. But how's everybody else in chat doing? You already heard how I'm doing. I worked all night. I got a part of a head printed for a customer, a fellow viewer of the channel and streamer named Belrog. Go check his channel out if you ever get a chance. If he's streaming tonight, I might do a raid on him. If you guys are down for that. You love Episode Red? Well, because of your suggestion, Sosmog, we'll be playing it today. Because Mega Man 4 is one of the best and deserves to do so. How do you feel the head turned out? I think it turned out just fine. I'm just waiting for the next, I just gotta print the next part. It's gonna take about 10 hours to do. But once it's done, I mean, I'll have the top of the head done, and then I can print the bottom jaw and the teeth. For those who don't know, I'm a fursuit maker in my spare time. It makes money, along with these streams, which is nice. I'm honestly surprised at how much support you guys have given me. It means a ton. It means now that there's only 2 things in my life that don't make money right now, which is fairly nice, I guess. Because my art usually makes money. But the video game spiral path that I'm working on hasn't made any money yet, and so there's the video game spiral path and some other stuff that I record that doesn't always make money, but it brings me joy, so it's worth it in the end. Okay, so this is Toadman. There's achievements linked to Toadman. One of those achievements look like Buster Only and Damageless. So, in the bottom left right-hand corner, you guys can see the achievements. Those are retro achievements. I aim to play games on emulators with retro achievements. So that way then you guys can see exactly how, you know, what we're doing. You guys get to see kind of some of the cooler things that you can do in this game. And get like a taste of, oh, well, I think I could do that. And then you can go give it a go. Because the point of my streams isn't just to have fun and, like, hang out. It's also to showcase games that I love that I don't think you guys have played. And honestly, I think Mega Man is one of those series where I hear so many people go, I know Mega Man. It's like, have you played one? And they go, no. And I just think that's a shame. But no, I feel like, so, going back to the chat for a bit, how do I feel the head turned out? I feel the head turned out just fine. I cannot wait to have everything fully printed for that. We're now in Brightman stage. Just gonna do a quick turnaround here. So the gimmick here is the lights will turn on and off. You know, like a light switch. As those annoying children say in the song in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. For some reason. Anybody else really not like that version of the song for Rudolph? I know it's nowhere near Christmas, but like, anytime I hear like Monopoly, like a light switch, I'm like, no. No. Turn it off. Like, that version of Rudolph is just terrible. Recovering from a mental breakdown, well, I hope that this is calming enough to be relaxing. I'm hoping, Sasmog, I'm hoping, because, honestly, I'm going a bit crazy, too. Mostly because of my work, but also because, why not? We've also got, Rush Coil here. We just unlocked Rush Marine. You'd think that you'd want to use Rush Marine in Toad Man stage, but actually, we want to use them in Dive Man stage. Never heard of that? Okay. If you've never had, like, to do, like, a school choir in elementary school, oh my god. Those were terrible. And, like, it was always, like, a Christmas thing at my schools, and, like, you had to participate, from kindergarten through, like, 2nd or 3rd grade, you had to participate. And it was just terrible. Middle Skull Greymon says, like Monopoly and... What the fuck, keyboard? Monopoly. It's an older one, youngin'. Yeah, that would explain it if they did away with that whole thing in, for newer generations and kids. Honestly, good on them. It was terrible. The worst. Also, the Udon comics keep dropping new artwork, and I'm so happy we now have a Megaman.exe style Proto Man, like canon, and I'm so happy. That makes me happy. We also have another cover for Mega Man Timelines that I found, and I am stoked. The Udon comics are gonna be hype, guys. Alright, I'm gonna show you guys a trick with this one. Also, Blade, I sent you a friend request on Steam because you couldn't find my stuff. Sorry. Sorry that it's hard to find. Alright. So, his flashes are entirely based on his health bar and where he's at. It gets closer together the further out you go, so the lower the health bar is, the more likely it is that you're going to land on a time stop. But I just did the whole boss fight without ever causing a time stop. And you'd think that'd be an achievement on this version of the game, but it's not. And I think it is for the, like, a Famicom version, but I don't know, I didn't check. So, but yeah, though, that's how you beat him. You do one charge shot, and then the rest is Rain Flush, and you'll beat him every single time. I'm getting Nothing for Christmas should never be sung by adults. I'm getting Nothing for Christmas should never be sung, period. Because you should always be grateful for what you have, because you lived another year, and that's a darn good thing to have. That's what you're getting for Christmas. You know, one of those things that I do is, like, one of the things that I've said before, just to mess with things. You've gotten papers I had to do for class in 1999? Okay, I see. So then I am actually younger than you. But I swear to God, Christmas, like, if you've never heard of any of what I'm talking about, do not worry about it. They will get the Udon comics. Awesome. Awesome. I really want the free comic book day issue 0. Like, I'm just so happy. We're gonna go and get the balloon first up. By the way, guys, I did practice on this version of the game, which is why the save file's so far along. Like, I've got some parts and stuff. But the big thing is like, I'm also trying to, Also, there's a secret with Rain Flush in the original, that doesn't happen here. When you throw Rain Flush, it stops all the sand from moving, and it no longer becomes quicksand. Because it's gotten too goopy. But that doesn't work in this version of the game. It's the only thing they really missed in terms of, like, points for detail. Anyways, aside from me talking nonsense about Christmas pageant crap that really doesn't matter, we're just gonna keep on going through Mega Man 4. So, but yeah, I was up all night working on stuff. I uploaded a video to YouTube last night. I edited yesterday's stream as well as the Mega Man 3 stream, which goes up on YouTube on Friday. Metal Skull Greymon, you're taking it to a too real place that I don't want to take it. Let's change topic, shall we? So we've got Pharaoh Man stage. We're probably gonna see it about 3 times today since we're doing episode Red on Genesis. I'm gonna show you guys some fancy shit with Pharaoh Man. He reacts to the charge of your Buster. That's it. He reacts to the charge of your Buster. Ah, I missed the timing for the weird graphics. Pharaoh Man, gonna punch you in the face. Yeah. Now I've got your power. For all you Ruby Spears fans. Pharaoh Man doesn't care if you've got his powers. He's still got fists. You were last watching the classic Sonic Timeline video. What the fuck was that first game? Dynamite Ducks? I know! It's weird. It's canon. Also, I made 2 of those videos, Sawsmug. Which one were you watching? So you were watching, so you say classic Sonic Timeline. I also made a modern Sonic Timeline, which took into account way more information that I didn't know was there yet, when making the classic Sonic one. The outdated one. Watch the updated one once you get done watching the classic one, because I basically used details from that video to strengthen my argument for the rest of the franchise. Somebody left a very long comment, and it made me debate actually making a second video explaining most of my reasonings behind stuff. And most of it is just funsies. The Sonic Drift stuff is because they called so Sonic Drift 2 came out in the US, but they called it Sonic Drift 2. Sonic Drift 1 did not come out here in the States until Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast and GameCube with the Game Gear editions, right? So, I had a bit of fun when putting together that video and was just like, they forgot Sonic Drift 1 happened. Because I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious. Sega forgot it existed, therefore, wouldn't it be really funny if, like, you know, Eggman just forgot? We can have fun with a timeline video. We don't have to make it super, super serious all the time. It's Sonic the Hedgehog. It's like when people are like, well, Mega Man Soccer isn't canon because it's a soccer game and the power battles take place in another dimension. Also, whoever put that on the fandom wiki is stupid. I went back and played both the power battles and the power fighters to correct that fucking source. Somebody put on the Mega Man fandom wiki that the power battles and the power fighters take place on their own timeline. Because the numbering is 1 and 2. They're 1 and 2 for fighting games, but they're canon. And somebody just put like, oh, they take place in a different timeline. No, they don't. You're crazy. Hey, Furry. How you doing? Glad to have you. I hope you follow. You love collecting action figures, but Hasbro is so annoying. I know! They canceled my favorite, and thank you for the follow, Furry! There's gonna be an ad in like 11 seconds, 10 seconds, give or take. So, I'm gonna kind of vibe out here, on the next screen. We're gonna use the balloon to get up here. The balloon's basically a better item, one. That thing that started my YouTube career. What did they say about my goats? Oh, they, like, canceled the series, basically, and then restarted Mighty Morphin. They're doing they like, canceled a bunch of stuff with Power Rangers, and it just makes me mad. It just makes me mad. Foxboy says, oh man, it's February on February. I know, right? We got another 2 more days. We get to watch a Pokemon Direct tomorrow. I get to do Mega Man 5 tomorrow, and we also get Sonic on Friday, and I also get to celebrate my 25th birthday with all of you guys, because I'm streaming on my birthday, because, yeah, working on my birthday. That's what I do. I do it every year, pretty much. Oh, the Mega Man fighting games. Oh, okay, yeah, no. Hasbro didn't say anything, but no, the fandom wiki essentially was like, they're in a different timeline, and I'm like, no, they're fucking not. They are not. Welcome to adulthood. No, I've been in adulthood. I've been out of my parents' place since I was 18. I have no idea if the ad has started yet. Did it actually play one? There it goes. For those watching on YouTube, guys, I've got like a minute to talk to you guys. Go watch the Twitch. I don't make any money from YouTube. I'm doing it as cross-promotion. I tried YouTube for 3 years. It has not worked. So if you're watching this and not following the Twitch, go follow the Twitch. I need the ad revenue. You guys get the content. Uploads will still be here with all of the pauses for the ad breaks cut out. Ads? Do not, Furry. Do not. Hey, Fev. Hey, Furry, you still there? You still there after the ad? I get money from the ad revenue. I'm affiliated. That's why there's ads. I get money from that. Do not say ugh ads. Be like, holy shit, 3 years in, he's finally done with year 3, and he got money from this? Good job. That's how it works. That's how it works. That should be the proper response. I know it's frustrating, but you know what is also frustrating? Doing this for 4 years. Without a penny to your name. For doing it for 4 years, and you know you're entertaining, you know you can keep people's attention. But YouTube says you need more watch time. Like 4,000 hours worth. Have fun. Unless it's something you paid for. Well, you can actually subscribe to the channel, and that gives me money directly, and also gets rid of the ads. So, I mean, like, there is that. YouTube's is buns when trying to monetize. Yeah, it is. It is. It's terrible. It's so annoying. I've gotten so freaking close, and then, like, every couple of years, I'm like, oh, look, I'm almost... They're almost allowing me to take donations now. And I'm like, I'm getting regular viewership. Like, I'm getting, I was getting, like, regularly 30 to 40 viewers every single stream, which on a Twitch stream is really good. On a YouTube stream, apparently, that's, like, mediocre to YouTube. Metal Skull says, yeah, I might get money every 3 months. Might. Yeah. I did my calculations. As long as I can keep at least 4 of you guys in chat at a time every 2 months, I get $60. So I'm like, you know what? That's better than YouTube. I will take it. I will take it. Because it's more than YouTube's ever given me, and it drives me up the wall. And I'd love to make ad revenue on YouTube, but there's no freaking way. People just don't sit and watch my stuff, like, honestly. No matter how much effort I put in, I just can't get enough people to watch it. So I'm like, I just shrug and cross my arms and say, well, I guess I'm over here now. And that's the way it goes. Saucebox says, I never knew that was you. Yeah. Most people found out about my YouTube stuff from... A lot of people found it from Blade's channel. What's up, my cholesterol? That's fun. Now we're on Dustman stage. Man, Mega Man 4 is just a good game. Like, hands down, one of the best in the franchise. I was working on the thumbnail for this video, for, like, when this goes live on YouTube. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a Battle Network 4 thing, where they had, like, the duality of Mega Man and Lan on the sides of the box art, in the blue and red coloring. And I'm literally going to do that with Cossack and Mega Man in the middle, and then me on the left and right side. One looking distraught, and one looking just, like, ready to fight. And I'm like, yeah, that's how this is gonna be. Your birthday is coming up, too. I don't know what to bring, though. Nobody is coming over to my house. I legit am not expecting anyone to come over and do things. At all. I'm doing a Sonic 1 stream. My husband's got the day off of work as a paid vacation day, and I am. And I'm just kind of gonna take it as I see it. Have high cholesterol, eat Honey Nut Cheerios, says Foxboy. Metal Skull says, your presence is the present. Honestly, I'm gonna be streaming to give you guys entertainment. So, so, there's a weird thing about birthdays in my family, right? When my dad used to have birthdays, my dad used to celebrate it early on the 4th of July and bring something, like, to gift people. Like, the gift was the fireworks, the cookout, all of it. He didn't want presents, he just wanted people to show up and wish him a happy birthday and enjoy the fireworks. So my dad kind of instilled this, like, as an adult, you probably don't need presents. What you need is presents, like, people. You don't need gifts, you need the gift of people. And I just kind of took that to heart. Load up the cupcake launcher? No, I don't even like cupcakes that much, actually. I'm more of a muffin person. Honestly, I'm probably just going to do the stream and then drink my night away. As the rest of my game development staff is most likely going to tell me, we need sprites because we have the demo launching in 2 weeks, and I'm like, I literally have, no, not today. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it Saturday. I'll work through Saturday and Sunday, but give me this day, dang it. Look, I understand that. That's where I'm at. I can buy most things I want. I just miss my siblings. Yeah, no, You know what I'd really like you know what I would really like for my birthday? I'd like for my mom to say, "I'm sorry for being a bitch. Your marriage is valid. I'm sorry I was so rude to you as a child." I'd like that. I'd like that for my birthday. It won't happen. But it'd be nice, wouldn't it? Let's go, Barry Skullman. So, fun fact about Skullman. His entire stage was scrapped in one night and reworked into Skullman's stage. Skullman was not always the leading design. Skullman was a last-minute addition. The original stage here would later show up in Mega Man 7. It's Cloudman's stage. So that's fun. We could have gotten NES Cloudman. But this entire stage was designed in one night, and honestly, it's some of the tightest design in the entire game. Like, I know that sounds stupid, but like, this stage is that good. And Skullman is such a cool design. Like, he is the second main villain in Mega Man Fully Charged in the Boom Studios comics. You want a PS5 so you can hang out with your friend Neko? Well, if you get a PS5, you can always add me. I need more people to talk to and hang out with after streams and stuff. Skullman.exe is Papyrus. That is an opinion. I'm not sure I agree with your fan theory. Or vice versa. All you got is a Switch. Gaster. Listen, you guys are going on about Undertale. I have no idea who most of these characters are. I said I'd play it, though. How about we save the Undertale talk until, for when we actually do Undertale. Which will be later this year. Nope. Not falling in the pit today. Megaman.exe Skullman has a fantastic design. Fully Charged Skullman has a fantastic design. Like, I mean it. That design is my favorite looking Skullman. And it's because he's skeletal, but he's not what you would typically describe as skeletal. He's like halfway between decomposing and like, he's got tubes on him all around him. He's got this life force energy running up through there. The rib cage is heavily like expanded, almost like it's a rotting, decaying corpse, and like the skull being like tight. It's just a good design. It fits Skullman. The other thing that I could say about Skullman was he was actually built by Dr. Wily. Like, he's like a Wily design. He thinks he's a Wily robot, but he's actually built by Cossack as like a red herring to prove that Wily is actually the one behind this to Mega Man. Because, well, Cossack knows it's Wily pulling the strings, but he has to listen for reasons we'll get into. No, you act first. Or Punisher from the 90s, Skullman, more like Zombie Man. Spooky. Alright, yeah, so enough of this goofiness. Listen, Skullman's kind of a fun fight. I actually really enjoy Skullman's fight. I like that he is the tip-off to Mega Man that he should probably be investigating Wily, but he has to take out Cossack. Request has died. Oh boy. You guys are going crazy. You guys are awesome in chat. Thank you so much for hopping in and joining me today. So, what do you do with the body? You make him swim with the fishes. So, yeah. I should probably, you know, there's somebody doing, like, an explanation video of why every Robot Master is the weakness. It's like, this is the most fun one. I can't wait till we do Mega Man 7 again, though, because that means I get to explain the nonsense behind Springman. And everybody's gonna go, Springman doesn't have a purpose, and then I'm gonna go, he's got 3 purposes, actually. And everybody goes, what do you mean? And then I continue to explain, and everybody's like, why? Why are you like this? It's a giant orb! Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys. That's great. That's exactly what I mean. Oh man, I can't unhear Diving Day. If you don't know what Diving Day is, look up Mega Man Diving Day, and it is a remix of this track with lyrics, and it's good. It's good. I have just been in a Mega Man mood lately. Nothing bad ever happened to the Kennedys. I will never not love that line. Me and my husband quote that stuff all the time. Also, fun fact, just gonna show this. I just like that this works. And then I can go do 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 do. No, I was a whale the whole time. Whale of a time. Alright. This is the only one of these that's gonna take me backwards. Let's get the wire. By the way, this is one of the ones that you can actually get multiple times, like over and over and over again, and it will always respawn you back at the other one. Screw physics. Rush is a good boy. Exactly. Sir, you're under arrest for breaking the laws of physics. Never. Not even once. So, chat, if breaking the laws of physics is against the rules, then I guess you'll have to arrest Mega Man, because he's breaking them on a daily basis. Flying dogs? Like, what in the world? Alright, aside from me being a bit goofy about that. Diving Day. Got about 7 seconds till the next ad. Like, how can he move mid-air? I don't know. Momentum. Momentum, more physics, more problem. More money. Momentum, more physics, more problems. More bitches? No bitches. You can quote me on that one. No bitches. Hey, Mega Man, are you ready for the ad break? He's ready for the ad break. Trust me, when you guys get done watching that ad, I'm going to be on the ceiling. It'll be great. No maidens. None whatsoever. Is that what it's called? I have no idea. It just says that there is an ad. So I presume that it's just gonna keep, like, playing? I presume that it plays? Mini air cannons? See? From the ceiling to the floor. To the boss door. On the floor. I have no idea. Did it start? Yeah, on the border of the video. Huh. Weird. Now it's a video app. Gotcha. Alright. I did it! Carfax Furry out on a furry stream. What is this? Catering to my audience. Crazy crazies. Anyways. Stop Smog. You haven't been hit yet, but have you been hit on? Belrog says they're finally home. Well, welcome. Feel free to join in voice chat if you want. We're just playing some Mega Man 4. I'd love to explain the lore and stuff. We just did that without getting hit. Woo! I did it! I couldn't get that in when we streamed it on NES on my YouTube. I couldn't do that. I did it. I did the glitch. Ever listened to the Cannonball with lyrics? Cannonball already had lyrics, as far as I know. But yeah, welcome in, Balrog. If you want to join, you're already in my Discord. You already have the roles, like the ability to join the voice. So we can talk video games and stuff. Could be a fun time. I'm gonna be going for quite a while. I've got 3 versions of this game to play, and I'm only on version 1, so you came at just the perfect time. If you're not feeling up to it, it's also good. You can just watch. We're just vibing. Omega Zero's theme? Yeah, I could have sworn that already had... Maybe I'm going crazy. Unlock the hypercharge. Nice. Yeah, the more enemies you kill in this version of the game, the more stuff we unlock. I think it tops out at like 2,000, 3,000 enemies. So, you gotta do like 3 runs of the game, so... By the way, you guys will be picking the parts I do for the Navi mode. Let's go for it. Balloons! Balloons! Everybody likes balloons! It's so great when there's balloons! Gimping my jump with a power-up. Woo! I may sleep midstream. Alright, only if you insist. You'll float too. 99 red balloons. Floating in the wired sky. I'm like a spy. I've got gadgets. A wire. And a balloon. Like, I'm 007 James Bond. Gonna fight the commie threat or something like that. Yeah, this game is supposed to take place in Russia. Fun fact about Dr. Cossack, which I don't think anyone brings up. Did you know that he's supposed to look like a young Alexei Petronov? And if you don't know who that is, that's the guy who made Tetris. Like, he's the lead designer of Tetris. I just think that's neat. If you look at a picture of Alexei, and you, like a young Alexei, when he was still living in Russia, and then compare that to Dr. Cossack, specifically his Battle Network counterpart. I mean, it's more than a coincidence. Like, you can't convince me. You cannot convince me it wasn't on purpose. It just makes, it's just too, it lines up a little bit too much. He lost the second C. I don't think, did he? Is that that? I never noticed that. Granted, you know, like, most characters had very minor changes to their names. Well, Tetris was out at this time. That is the thing. Tetris was already a thing for quite a while at this point in time. Which was the really cool part about it. Just wait till we play the DOS Mega Man games. Then we'll have a completely different set of problems to talk about. Missiles! The missile is Eepy. The missile is a tire, Eepy, Eepy, Deepy. Eepy, sleepy, weepy. It needs to go to bed. I forgot the words to the rest of this song. Shout out to Noct in the server, who does not realize we are live. Unless Noct is here. Noct should show up. If you guys didn't know, we have a Discord server. It's funsies. It's for everybody. It's not like it's a subscriber thing or anything like that. It's just funs. Just for funs. Every time I go live, I add everybody on there, and yeah. But I go live around the same time every single day each week, so it's not like a big deal. Like, if you miss it, you should just know. Also, I'm gonna show you guys a secret. That's an E-Tank. So, guys, I want your options. What do you guys want the channel points to be called? Skibbity boppin' datum? That is Review Tech USA. I'm not Review Tech USA. Good try, though. Not related? Sure. Coincident. Sure. Bad timing on my part. No, I know, you were just making a noise. Ah, yes. And now we're climbing the Citadel. I'm pretty sure we already got hit this stage. But listen, I'm showing off some pretty prime, like, skill here with the Buster. Just trying to use some of the points for a highlighted message. Well, it's good. It's all good. Fanfiction in a church. Yeah, Casey was supposed to co-host for me today, and she canceled. So, Maybe call the points power rings? We could. We might. It's kind of up to things. Kind of like how she was supposed to mod for me yesterday, and then I found out she only watched like 20 minutes of the video near the end. I'm like, what? You're supposed to be modding my chat. What are you doing? It just kind of drives me nuts. I try to give the girl a job because she doesn't have one, and nope, doesn't want it. Star Fox retrospective when? When I start caring about Star Fox. That's the honest truth of it. I don't really care one way or another about Star Fox. That would be bad if it got on the carpet. Okay. Add this to a big eyes art of you as an emote? Oh, the sad cat? We might. I also might have my other personalities as emotes as well down the line. I don't know if the goat stuff got approved yet, but we might have a subscriber emote. Or just a regular emote as well. We should have one of each. Add the stuff from custom... Oh, I don't know about that one. I know you really like that one, though. When that video goes live... that is gonna be a day I am not going to live down. People are going to be... like, he did this? Who drew this? What is this? Like, that'll be a day. That'll be a day. That's the first one of those things that I've ever drawn, by the way. It was your idea, but I agreed to draw it. My husband just was like, that is the most cursed thing I've ever seen you draw. And I'm like, yeah. And you think it's gonna stop me from drawing something even worse next week? The answer is no, it'll not stop me. So here's a better room layout than the one that's in Mega Man 3. Because there's a room layout very much like this in the castle of Mega Man 3. 4 is just a better 3. Now hang on a minute, I'm doing Sonic, but I'm not doing that. I may be playing Sonic the Hedgehog this week, next week, and going forward, but I'm not doing that! Now, the next cursed thing I'll draw is, like... Sonic.exe fan art or some shit. Dust Crusher is super powerful. I haven't really talked about any of the weapons. They're all really powerful and really fun to use. Oh, no, not Sonic, not like that, Saw Smog. I mean, like, I'll draw Chris Thorndyke once, and it'll look really stupid. By the way, I hate that show. Like, I do not like Sonic.exe in the slightest. I have reviewed 2 of the 3 seasons of that show, and I hated it so much that I haven't finished the damn video work for it. I have to watch another season of this crap. I own this entire show in its dub on a Blu-ray. Like, I should not. Sloth Monk says there's 3 you like season 3? Everybody says they like season 3. But everything about season 1 and 2 made me hate Chris Thorndike. So I don't want to watch anymore. Alright, who wants to see a glitch? Ready, set, whoop! Alright. But if season 1 and 2 suck, is season 3 worth it? Okay, so season 1 is... Okay, let me explain this in the easiest way I have to explain it. So, season 1 is like watching, what we thought the first Sonic movie was going to be. Sonic in the real world, with real people, and he just doesn't get it. And it's really stupid. It's an isekai. Look at that, isn't it so funny? Magical character in a realistic environment. Hee hee ha ha. Oh, why are they here in the first place? How will they get home? Who knows? And then watching Season 2 is like playing through Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, Shadow the Hedgehog, and Sonic Heroes back to back to back in one afternoon without ever watching a single cutscene. And just being confused the whole damn time. And then also tie in Sonic Battle, Sonic Advance, and Sonic Advance 2 and 3 for good measure. Because we really hate, like, keeping time. And I'm not talking like, oh, we sped run this. No. We're trying to take our time, we're leisure with it, it's a mess. And I honestly think that Sonic X, just for that, is not worth watching. And Season 3 is made up bullshit. You would kill for a good adaptation of that era? Me too. Me too. Because Sonic Adventure is actually one of my favorite video games. I play it every single year. Every year, I play Adventure 1 over again. From start to finish. And I plan on doing it again here on stream. I love that tradition so much. It started when I first moved back up from Kentucky to Ohio. I've grown up in Ohio my whole life, but like I lived in Kentucky for like 6 months, and it was the worst thing I've ever done. Like, it was bad for my mental health, it was bad for my physical health, it was bad for my working conditions, like, it was just terrible. Yeah, we got an ad starting soon? It says starting soon. Fuck. Christ. Yeah. Yeah, you broke me alright. Ads is one letter away from AIDS. Yeah, AIDS, because I need some freaking help. I need some first aids over here. Oh, no. That was a cheap shot. Game doesn't get to take that hit point from me. I just did that damage. I don't care. That was worth it. That boss looks like a generic enemy from X2 or 3. Yeah, probably X2. Because X2 tends to have more generic enemies than X3. Dude, SA1 helped me out of an era where I got hit by an emotional bullet. Yeah, no, it was a video game for me that I always was like, I really want to try that. And then I got it on Steam, and I was like, this is the most amazing thing I've ever played. And then I was like, I want to play it every year. I was like, this is my game. This is the game that I am going to play when I feel like I probably can't do anything else. And what I found was, I really like Sonic Adventure. I may not always be the best at it, but I really like it. Mega Man helped me out through one tough part of my life, but Sonic was there for my whole life, if that makes sense. Like, Mega Man showed up when I was in middle school, for me. I was just entering middle school. But Sonic had been there since early on. Early enough on that I am the way I am now. And honestly, I probably wouldn't have it any other way. I always go to the right. Let's go up. We'll take the other path in the remix mode. Does it give you points anything? I have no idea what it does, so just use them if you want. I know it highlights your chat messages. I know it's good engagement. Spider-Man helped me through the other one? Oh yeah, I feel that. It blows off cannon, electrifies itself. Yeah, that's X3, and it's actually based on your charge shot. That enemy is based on your charge shot. If you hold charge, it will charge. If you do not, it will not. Just got back. Just got my Wi-Fi back. Oh, nice. Sorry your Wi-Fi went out. I've got a storm here too, so I feel that. Yeah, Volt Catfish's stage. It also appears in a couple of other stages. But Balrog, I mentioned earlier, if you want to join voice, go for it. You're in my server, so I believe I gave you the right roles and tags and stuff. If not, I can fix it. I'll have to do a quick audio balance check. But we're doing like 3 runs of this game, so like having some extra commentary is actually be really helpful. We were just talking about Sonic Adventure 1 and how, like, that game did a lot for a lot of people. Ah! Spooked me.
I'm outside. I'm just chilling.
No, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. I just gotta lower your volume because you were peaking the mic.
Yeah. Ooh, sorry.
No, you're fine. Here, I lowered it down. Go ahead and talk real quick.
Hello. Is that better?
Yeah, it looks like it's better. Chat, can you hear Belrog?
Yeah. Oh, hey, sorry about that though. Didn't mean to deafen anyone.
Belrog, let's see. Metal Skull Greymon said, Metal Skull says I'm outside your house. It's all a jump scare. Saucemog says that was a jump scare. Metal Skull says, hey Belrog, and Saucemog says yes. So, how's your day going?
It's alright. I, it's just a little bit stressful, but I'm happy it's over. My back finally stopped hurting me.
My day has been a lot of work. I was up till like 8 or 9 in the morning working on stuff, and now that I am not working, and now that I am done working there and I took a small nap, I'm back awake and I am working again. This time.
Oh, you're gonna crash. Oh.
Oh, absolutely. After this stream, I get to print the other half of your, the other half of the top of your head.
Oh, I'm so excited for that.
For those who don't know, Belrod commissioned me to make them a fursuit, so that's just what I'm doing.
Yep.
They're about $200 in on a $1,500 head, and
Don't worry about it. You about to be rich. You about to be a rich person in a couple days. Once I get my paycheck.
you know where that money's gonna go? It's gonna go to paying off my my husband's debts so we can buy a house. So Proto Man has rescued Kalinka from the clutches of Dr. Wily and stopped Cossack's rampage because the only reason he was doing any of this was to appease Dr. Wily so he could get back his kidnapped daughter. Which Kalinka is a human, not a robot, but that's something else for the fandom. But
Was this game was it started off as a game, or did it start off as like maybe like a cartoon or like a comic book? Like I don't know anything about this like genre or series.
That's fine. I can explain it. So Mega Man started out as a video game. It was a video game that was
Okay.
it was an homage to the early animes and mangas of the time. Things like adult animes like Cobra and Lupin the Third, as well as more childlike animes like Astro Boy, which is the major influence.
Lupin's cool. I've seen Lupin. Like I gotta admit that one's cool. I like that one.
I love Lupin. Lupin and Cobra are two of my favorites. I need to watch more Cobra. Mega Man's also got some Gundam influence as well. But the whole thing is that early on with Mega Man is that they realized they could tell a story. Like, they could tell the story through level design and gameplay and, like, have deep lore on these characters. Because they kind of got the gameplay right first time around. So they just did little tweaks and refinements and then started telling a massive ongoing story that spans, like, decades. Mega Man's a robot who was built by Dr. Light. He was built to be an assistant for the lab as well as a son. And he originally built a prototype robot to be his son, but he ran away from home when it looked like Dr. Light was going to change his power core. It could have changed his whole personality.
This just sounds like we shouldn't have been messed with. This just sounds like this man was lonely.
He just wanted a kid. He just wanted a son.
Yeah, I get that.
In the other, and honestly, the kids that he creates are some of the best kids. Like, Mega Man volunteers to fight in a war to save humanity. The one robot against everything else to try to help people because he wants to help. That's
pretty cool.
His third son, named X, becomes the beacon of hope for humanity 100 years into the future.
Oh yeah.
And it's just... Mega Man is one of those franchises where I could go on for hours and hours and hours. I will talk like an autistic child getting giddy that you just brought up his favorite train. Like,
Oh no, it's fine. Like everyone has that thing about him. Like no matter who you are, there's always that one thing. It's like, oh yeah, like I don't really like him, but he's like, for instance, I really do like locomotives, and all of a sudden you're like, you like locomotives as well.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, oh, you like this thing. I'm going to talk about this for a while. The difference is that I've gotten really, really used to shutting up about the things I love.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of the time, I'd get, like, picked on and stuff for talking about the things I like. So, I just shut up after, like, a certain amount of time. I'm like, I'm annoying people. I'll just shut up. These streams have helped.
Oh no,
but
I 100% get that.
But Mega Man is one of those franchises where I could go on for hours and hours and hours. It's got links to like stuff like Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
And they've made multiple cartoons and comics and stuff, but the whole crux of the series is like, what does it mean to be a human? What does it mean to be a machine? Is there such a thing as good and evil? And does it matter that you are a machine if you call yourself a human?
Okay, I'm getting it now. Okay, so I understand it now.
Because Mega Man
It's.
doesn't have free will in this game, but he acts like
I
it.
was gonna say not Mega Man. Mega Man was just Mega Man like with a massive head on the screen. It's like, oh, it's like and his dad's like, what happened to you? Dad, help! I got hit with a growth ray. Help! He's
Oh
like
my
using his
gosh.
thrusters if he has any to like balance. He's like, I can barely walk.
Oh, that's goofy. Um, but yeah, I just really like this series. Early on, Mega Man doesn't have free will. His prime directive is to help people. So it seems like he's got
Hmm.
free will. He has choices of his own, but if he sees people in need, he goes to help. And he saw his dad in need of he wanted people safe, and he's like, you know what, I want that. I want to be that beacon of light. I want to be that hope. And honestly, the one thing that I know a lot of my audience has been going on and on and on about has been the secret level episode on Amazon Prime, because they made a Mega Man episode. But it is the shortest episode in the entire series. It is also one of...
Let me guess. Is it like 7 seconds? Like not 7, it's like 7 minutes or something.
It's 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, Disney does them dirty like that too. Like Disney's like, oh, this Star Wars thing, that Spirited Away, the studio who does Spirited Away,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, they made a Star Wars thing, but you can only see it on like Disney Plus, only Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Dude, Disney Plus like made like I think like over $200 million in profit just because Star Wars, obviously like people wanted to see like what it was, and then it's like a 3-minute thing, and you're like, I paid like $7.99 to see this.
Yeah, luckily this was like an anthology series. We knew that it wasn't going to be like super long, but we weren't expecting it to be super freaking good. And now there is a whole slew of people going, make this a movie, please. Because it's just the intro from Mega Man 1, and they're like, I want more. We want more.
That's that's pretty cool.
And they just announced they got like 2 more seasons confirmed, and it's the one episode everybody on the staff was like, we're probably gonna do a sequel to this episode, and it's gonna be a lot longer.
I thought they did make a Mega Man or Mega Boy movie or something. I remember there was something like in 2000, like in the early 2000s or like like tens. I can't remember.
There was a fan-made movie that's really bad. Maybe that's what you're remembering. There was also the Battle Network and Star Force games had an anime that lasted almost like a decade.
I'm trying to think. Oh, this is racking my brain.
And then-
I swear to God, I remember seeing the trailers like as a kid. I remember like I was like, whoa, that looks cool. It's like Japanese, and I never saw it.
Like I said, there was a fan-made movie that released around like 2007, 2008, but it's really bad. Like
Maybe that was what I'm thinking about.
Like-
I remember seeing that.
it's a bad adaptation of the franchise as a whole, but it's also just bad as a movie. And I know a lot of people were like, it's a good adaptation, and I'm like, no. They got creepy and weird in like 3 scenes for these characters that are supposed to be brother and sister, and they're robots. That was just weird.
Let's one thing. Like, I can't say anything because for God's sakes, like in Star Wars, like Hollywood was like, it's okay to kiss your sister if you don't know she's your sister.
Yeah, this
was like, look, space fights, and they're like completely like the audience is like, oh, cool, space fights. You know?
Yeah, I get that, but at the same time, it's really just it just rubs me the wrong way, knowing knowing the lore, knowing the characters as well as I do. It's just like, no, just don't.
Oh no, that's why I'm not a fan of Star Wars like at all anymore, because it's like They have ruined it. Like I do not enjoy that series anymore, like at all. Like I've seen The Mandalorian, but
Hmm.
like I don't enjoy it anymore. Like I don't even watch I don't even want to watch the classics. Like I hate to say it. I
I
hate it now.
I've never liked Star Wars. My chat
Oh,
will crucify me for that when they find out, but because
oh,
there's an ad playing soon, so I'm gonna try to
uh,
wait it out. But no, I never liked Star Wars. I didn't think it was very good. I've seen bits and pieces and went, Strug? Not for me.
like I I like I liked it as a kid, and I was like, and then I was like, oh, it's so sophisticated. Like there's an intergalactic like community and stupid shit. And then I read like Dune, and then I'm like, no, I'm like everything else is garbage. Dune is amazing. Humans are the key to unlocking the universe.
It's like it's like watching Star Trek. It's like it's
Mhm.
it's like wow,
Mhm.
this is really good, and then you watch like any later season, and you're like, oh, it can be so much better.
Oh yeah, like there. Mm, Star Trek, like I think I got ruined on it because I started watching like the really bad one they made, like
Ah,
the one that everyone says don't exist. My grandpa was like, he was like, "You want to see a cool show?" And my grandpa just liked it because space and like
yeah.
that he was in that era. So like,
I
I'm
watched
like, yeah, grandpa.
So I watched the original Star Trek series, and I
Hmm.
really liked that. I was watching it on I was watching it on TV through I think it was called MeTV. I don't know what it's called now.
Oh no, I remember Me TV. Yeah.
I love that channel. I used to. That's how I learned about Ghostbusters. Actually, um, huge fan of Ghostbusters too. But
Dude, Ghostbusters cool. Like I actually unironically kind of want like an original like what were they? The high not high seas, the wait, they might have been high seas, the juice boxes. The
yeah,
ones that were
those
like
were
Ghostbusters promos.
high C. They come out with them every couple of years. The Ghostbusters High C
Do
chat.
they?
Yeah, they do. They bring back the same
Oh,
formula and everything.
I thought it was gonna be like no, I want like I don't know, kind of like an OG, like it's kind of like that thing. Like I would love to have like an OG one, but I know I would never get it because
Well,
it would be destroyed. Like it's cardboard.
yeah, I get that.
Cardboard holding liquid for over 40 years. What could happen?
Hey, chat, thank you so much for watching that ad and supporting the channel. It means a ton. I'm gonna catch up on chat real quick, Balrog, before we get back to our
Yes,
conversation.
I will be quiet.
Kalinka got the Necronomicon to resurrect Dr. Wily. Oh no! Uh, but now we're on the boss refight. That was the only message other than Chad face yes, and then oh sweet, I love skill cranes. I don't know what's going on anymore. Chat's going crazy. Um, anyways,
Dude, I I don't know. I'm really if this show if they make a cool like a really cool show, I'd be down to watch it. But
they are
like
they're making a new comic, and they made a couple of different shows and stuff about Mega Man, but I just wanna share this series with people because I love it so much. And it's so long
oh no.
lasting. There's more gameplay styles than just run and gun. Like the
Oh no, 100%. Like I like old school games like that. Like it's not it could show it's a story. That's I didn't know there was a Sonic story until my best friend she went into a long explanation and then she was like, yeah, Shadow dated a human. I'm like, hold a minute.
Shadow didn't date a human. Shadow was best
Or
friends with a human who was
that,
on death's door.
yeah.
But
Uh
fans like to say weird stuff.
yeah.
I did a whole like I don't know how long. Maybe it's like how long is both of my my Sonic hey is Sosmonk still there? How long are both of the Sonic lore videos I did? I know that they were watching them. Sonic kissed a human. Yeah, Sonic did kiss a human. Or a human
But
kissed Sonic. Yeah, there you go. That's better.
she she just likes to shock me with like she's like, hey look, funny thing, and she's like, and I'm like, yo, that's awesome. Then she tells me this story about like how this like why it happened, and like it's funny.
Oh, you know what? You're gonna blow your mind then.
What?
Because of the game I played yesterday, the Wily Wars, the Mega Man universe is actually connected to the Sonic universe through the multiverse.
Hell yeah.
Like, the last game we played.
Character that got added.
No, you're good. I just want to say the last part of this because so they're connected through Genesis portals.
Genesis portals.
Yep. So the entirety of the last game took place on South Island, which is the area for Sonic 1. And it was on the Sega Genesis too, which is even more cheeky and clever. And then in Sonic X Shadow, which came out this year, Dr. Wily shows up as a silhouette in the background of the people who were building the Ark. So there is a Dr. Wily in the Sonic universe, and there's probably a Dr. Eggman in the Mega Man universe. So, all sorts of weirdness.
No, it's pretty cool. Like sometimes it's like I don't know, like the old like multiverse theory or like you know crossover stuff. Like that used to be so cool. Like as a kid, like if y'all remember that.
Honestly, it's still cool. I just wish that we could do it better than it's being represented now.
Oh yeah, like I remember the Jimmy Neutron and like Timmy, like Fairly Odd Parents crossover. I was like, this is awesome, and I was like, I was a kid, and I was just like, this is the greatest thing I have ever seen.
I watched the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour 1, 2, and 3 over and over and over again, so I completely understand.
Who's your favorite character in Jimmy Neutron, real quick?
Probably Sheen. I liked.
Oh, Sheen was awesome.
I liked
his just like spouts of wisdom.
It was nonsense, but it was great. Metal Skull Greymon says they should not have named it that unless they were trying to bury the fanfiction. No, they weren't trying to bury the fanfictions. They were trying to make everybody who looks up that, in general, find their game. That was it. It was just genius in marketing. Looks like you're going to the Shadow Realm. Hang on, wait. Metal Skull says, dude, Project X Zone, Marvel vs. Capcom, Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, great crossovers. Mega Man
Ooh, Street Fighter, yeah, that was a good one.
So in Street Fighter 6, the Met Tools, which is an enemy from this game, show up as a gameplay mode.
Ooh.
And because of the game itself, like the story, we found out that Street Fighter 6 takes place in 2008. In 2008, according to the Mega Man lore books and stuff, Dr. Light built the first humanoid robot, Proto Man. So the universes are probably super connected.
That's pretty cool.
I've been talking about the weirdness. I've been talking about the weirdness for a while now.
No, it's fine. Talking about the weirdness is cool. Like, for instance, so anyone that doesn't know anything about the Dune universe, and I'm gonna nerd out a little bit about this. I hope this is okay.
That's fine.
So, the Dune universe is just our universe, slightly tweaked. Think Rome never fell. So this is where the alternative basically starts. Rome never fell, and everything became Rome. All nations of the world, and they were ruled by an emperor. But he realized he couldn't, control all of them. So all of the land, that would be impossible. Mm-hmm. So he basically made the House of Nobles, and then there's a whole thing. Space happened, AI war, skip 15,000 years, and humanity has basically literally the title of the emperor of the known universe is literally Shaddam the Fourth, emperor of the known universe. And when you look at a Dune thing, humanity's just, we own everything. We're just yeah, Hello, we're still looking for aliens.
That's nuts. Metal.
But like, oh, sorry.
I wanted to catch up on chat real quick because they are
Yeah.
saying all sorts of stuff. Metal Skull says, "Looks like you're going to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo. Oh, it's just down the street next to the CFA." Then they go say Battle Network 6 is 20XX, and the prior games are 200X, so that means BN6 is 2010. But BN5 is also 20XX, so no. Actually, this is also the first game in the classic games to be 20XX, so this one is also 2010.
Real quick, it is a Japanese studio that makes these games, right? Like, it's not made by like an American, like an American licensed company or anything over here.
No, this is made by Capcom. They are a Japanese company. They've licensed it out to an American studio a couple of times, but most of the people on staff for these games like Japanese anime and American cartoons, so they sneak a bit of both in.
Okay.
The Mega Man franchise is one that is ever changing and is really like one of those franchises that when you see a different Mega Man, it's like, oh, this is radically different. We've either jumped ahead in time, like a lot, or we are on a completely different timeline, and they're pulling from different sources. So Battle Network and Star Force are what if internet, but more. And its whole dilemma is like, Dr. Light didn't build Mega Man. He settled down, had a family, and built the internet. And then his kid had a kid, had a couple of kids, and one of them died. And to save his life, they made him a computer program named Mega Man. Because that's just how the universe works there. And then they jump ahead 200 years, and there's an alien that comes down and decides to use the moniker of Mega Man to be like, to try to blend in with people, because it's the only thing the aliens have heard of Earth, because of Battle Network 4 200 years prior. And then the class...
Is everything okay?
Yeah. No, I live next to a police station and a fire station. So, pretty regularly, there are police or fire trucks that go past my house. It makes recording things just a mess because I record in my living room. I've either got to go late at night when they have to be quiet or luck out. I don't think I've had a stream in a while that hasn't had an interruption of police or the fire trucks. Or ambulances, because there's also a hospital near me. Double kill!
Oh, it's fine. I live in a small town, and growing up, I hated it so much because like we were next to one of the only roads that led into my small town, and so like if there was a lot of traffic, all the ambulances would come near our house. Oh my God! Like, and because we lived out in the country, so many old people would have heart attacks all the time. And it'd be like 2, 3 a.m. We're like, God damn, there's like 80 of them.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I get the struggle. Also, sorry, I'm cursing. I'll stop.
Oh, no, you're fine. I straight up am unsure if I can take out Dr. Wily without the Pharaoh shot, so I'm just going to rewind and try again. This has never happened before. I usually do not have this many problems. The double kill was funny. So that's happened once before. But there we go. Yeah, we saved we stopped Dr. Wily, we beat the Robot Masters from Dr. Cossack, we saved Kalinka with the help of Proto Man, and Dr. Wily escaped and blew up his castle. So I guess he'll live to see another day, hopefully. And Mega Man's just gonna ride the train back to home. So gotta
I would
love it.
love it if, like, at the end of one of these games, like, it's just Mega Man, like, but it's like the whole end of it is him just carrying out his like daily life, like his routine, like home, like he's like walking home.
Honestly, most of the games end with him just walking home.
Mm.
A lot of them end on really kind of somber notes. It's like, yeah, we stopped Wily. He'll be back. He'll try this again. He won't stop. The fight is never ending. This poor kid is just never going to see the end of this. And he wants so badly for there to just be peace. Karmic says, Dr. Huawei has escaped again. Metal Skull says, as Wily's escaping the exploding Wily machine, you can use Rain Flush to destroy the capsule and crash the game. Yes, you can. It's goofy. I will not be showing it off. I will be showing it. I'll try to show it off in episode Red because they added a little Easter egg. Karmic says, who else is talking? This is Belrog. Belrog runs another Twitch channel and also commissioned us for
Hello.
a head, and great person. Good friend. So. It's pronounced Hua? Hui? What in the world? Where did you pull that from, dear? My husband. I swear. But yeah. The train that runs conveniently from Europe to the US. Imagine high-speed rail that runs from the US to Japan to the to Russia.
There's so much talk about, like, I don't know, so many people want to make like a rail network that runs like wraps around the world, and we could do it.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
we could do it.
The rail systems in like Japan and stuff are so good, and then over here in the States we just don't have it because there's so many people lobbying for cars. And I'm like, just give us good train transport, because like, okay, in my state, I live in Ohio. There have been 4 separate proposals for good public transit for trains that will run through the state. And we already have a train that runs through the state and is not as fast as Japan, but it's pretty quick. Like, you can get from the top end to the bottom end of the state in like a couple hours.
So I agree with you 100%. And I was gonna say, like, the only way trains would be able to be viable is we'd have to have, like, bullet trains and all that.
Well, that's what we need. That's what we need to upgrade to, but they just don't.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree 100% with you. But I was also gonna say, if I ever won the, like, big lottery, I wouldn't buy a private jet or anything, right?
Yeah.
I would travel by train. I would just hook up like a luxury sleeper car and maybe a diner car and an observation car to a train. I'd pay them. I'd be like, yes, take me to my trip, please.
That is so goofy. All right.
And then I just get to chill, and I'm like, this is amazing.
You know what's great? We now have an ad break, and I just finished the game. So now
Nice.
So now I can actually take a small breather in between.
Nice.
65 minutes. Not a bad time.
That's not bad. I was actually about to go shower and probably get ready for my stream, if that would be okay.
Well, that's pretty awesome. I'm down for that. I'm gonna be doing the remixed mode next, and then the Genesis version. So if you do your stream afterwards, I'll have to raid you.
Aw, you don't have to.
I'll have to.
Thank you.
I've never done a raid before, so we'll have to raid you.
Oh,
I don't know how to do it either, so chat's gonna have to teach me. And now chat.
It's just /raid and then the username.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
If I just put that in chat.
Yeah, I'll text it to you.
Awesome. That'd actually be really helpful.
Yeah, I got you. Don't worry.
Awesome. So now we get. I'm gonna let my chat pick the power-ups that we have, here, so yeah. Oh yeah, by the end of the series, what is human and what is a robot are basically mixed, intertwined to the point where the people who worked on the series said, "Oh yeah, at that point in the human development, the term for the term for
my dog hit her paw.
Ooh, that's not good.
You okay? He's fine. Sorry. She hit
No,
her paw.
you're all right. Got to take care of your pets."
Yeah.
But no, the term for hospital and auto mechanic are the same.
Ah.
So chat, you guys get to pick two. We have the hyper jump, which lets you jump higher. Auto charge, which automatically charges your buster. Double weapon energy, so you have more uses of the weapons you get from bosses. Hyper shot, which is a speedier shot. Hyper charge, which is a sped up charge shot. So essentially you have less time to charge up. Hyper charge shot means the charge shots move faster. And then power shot, which doubles the strength of normal shots. We also have one more that we haven't unlocked yet. And we need to kill another 700 or 800 enemies. Not very many. We'll have it by the end of the stream today.
Alright, I'm gonna go, Gavin.
Alrighty, well you have fun on yours. We'll raid you when we're done here. And chat, feel free to pick your power-ups for arranged mode. We'll get to do this again for Mega Man 5. Yeah, catch you later, Belrock.
Bye-bye.
So chat's choice. The first two I see are the ones we're going with. This is the one part of this game that I think is so cool. While I'm waiting on that, alright. What's the first one we're choosing, chat? I'm not moving forward until you guys pick. Alright, we got one for power shot. What's the other one, chat? You guys get to pick two. So we've got a stronger regular buster shots. At least I believe. One more, chat. Who's gonna claim it? Hypercharge shot. Alright, and with both of those, I hold down L2, R2, and select upon boot up. And now, we get to play the same game, not only with remixed music, but with no helmet! All right, now that we're just back to just me and you guys, who's gonna be the next one to join me in voice? I wonder. I wonder. I wonder. All right, we're gonna jump right on in. Mega Man forgot his helmet, so this is what we got. Send out a text message or two. By the way, guys, if you are enjoying this this kind of content, please drop a like on YouTube and stuff when the video goes up there. Also, follow me here if you're enjoying watching and haven't followed yet. Do that. You can subscribe. It gets rid of the ads for you guys. You can hear the nonsense I talk about in between. Because I do actually continue talking in between stuff. It's usually non sequiturs and stuff. So all of the hint stuff that you appear on the select menu when you, that icon pop up have been translated in the Mega Man Anniversary Collection. And I'm wondering why nobody has imported all of those into this version, along with the nifty menu translations here. Because you could do a full translation. It just takes some work. Man, the charge shot just zipping through the screen is crazy. Defeat the snail without taking damage. We did it! I think we're doing a good job so far. Let me get some hype in the chat. By the way, I want your guys' opinion. Zeke, Fox, and all of you guys. I need to know. What do you guys want as far as, like, channel points? Like, uses for channel points. And what do you guys want the channel point name to be called? Because that still hasn't really been decided, and I want you guys to have an option. I was thinking of doing, like, the point balls. Like, you spend your points. Maybe I could do P-chips? Power chips? Maybe it's a little too on the nose. I don't know. I want you guys to pick. I want you guys to have a say in it. Yeah, that's the important thing. Is that you guys get to be a part of it. Zeke says, not sure. Okay. I would love some bit donations. I'd like to start... I'd like to see that meter down there go up. Because I made it a pretty color, and you guys could make that bar go up. I believe it's only set right now to like $10 or something like that. I only set it to like 1,000. And each bit's a penny, so if you get 100, so that's, yeah, it's only set to like $10. So if somebody wants to donate $10, go for it. I'll shout you out and everything. That'd be the goal if we can possibly get it. The reason why the goal is to make money, guys, is because I have been doing this so long that it should be paying for me, and it hasn't. Mega rings from the Mega Buster. and power rings. I saw both of those. I'm not sold on either. They're good suggestions, though. I'm just not sure I'm sold on it. Ooh, we could call them souls. And make them the, we can call it soul energy. And I could use the little icon from, Megaman.exe. Yes, I have no idea what they should be used for either. Alright, well, we are planning on doing a 3D model down the line. So you guys will be able to interact with that. I think the final power-up is like a movement speed up or something crazy like that. You know, I don't actually have to grab any of this stuff. I'm good enough at 4 that I can just kind of play. For Mega Man 5, I promise I'll have everything unlocked. So tomorrow we'll have everything unlocked so that way then you guys can, like, pick stuff. But after we finish this one up, we're doing episode Red, and I will change the information down there in the description and whatnot for that. I'm thinking today will probably be like 3.5 hours, give or take. I just love how speedy this is. You guys chose some really good power-ups. What do you think of the helmetless look? We're gonna be doing this for 5 and 6 as well when we do Navi modes for there. I love this version of the game a lot. All right. Vibing an hour in, 2 bosses down, a whole version of the game down too. You know what? I actually kind of want to see what would happen if I changed the game itself to the PlayStation version. Oh, there's just way less people doing that. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, I'd rather see the number go up. I'd much rather show off the PlayStation version. But yeah, no. So this was the last one available on the US side of the PSN. They did not do 5 and 6. However, in Japan they did, and it always confused me because I always wanted to own all the PlayStation versions. This was the first one I bought on the PSN. But, yeah. And it was always the coolest one, but I always saw people be like, it's just the NES game. And I'm like, no, it's not! You don't know anything! There's remix music and so many unlockables, and if you could only read, I promise it's more than what you think it is. I'm green now! Just what everybody wants out of their Mega Man. Sickly and Captain N. I like these footholders. Yeah, I'm in a good mood. I'm vibing. Everybody in chat vibing with me, or am I vibing alone today? You guys vibing with me? Zeke, you vibing with me? What about you, Foxino? You vibing with me? Got another ad in about 10-ish seconds. You're always vibing? Nice. Nice and chill. Alright, it says it's starting soon, and we're just now at the boss room. So we're just gonna shimmy and shake in the boss room. Woo! Maybe show off the balloon. I'm in the wall! I had to show that off. I had to show that off. It's the best non sequitur. It's like you can crush yourself in the wall with the balloon. Video games are crazy. Also, I made the door disappear. I'm telling you, I know way too much about these games. Yeah. I love that it says ad starting soon for me, but it's probably already started for you guys, and I just can't see it. But I'm gonna get the timing of this stuff down eventually, I swear, I promise. Has not started yet. It hasn't started for me yet. Lol, never mind. Yep. Yappity yep. It has now begun. It's begun. The apocalypse started. Everybody panic. Apocalypse. Yeah. Alright. Sorry about that. And now I'm going to show you how baby men fight Pharaoh Man. By patting him on the head. Softly. You pet your Pharaoh Mans gently. See, you just think. See, you pet your Pharaoh Man gently. If you don't pet him gently, he'll become overwhelmed and panic at the disco. Like that. Ah, I missed it. Maybe I got the other one. I did! It works in every boss room. They fixed it in 5. By offsetting everything by 1 pixel to the right or left, actually. It's weird. They didn't actually fix the glitch there. If the boss room was in the center, it would still do the glitch. Which is goofy. It's just silly enough for me to go, what if I did this now? Yeah, no, chat, if you want to keep, please keep talking. Bring up non sequiturs. Bring up stuff that I have never, like, bring up stuff that interests you. I want to talk about stuff. and I don't really have that many great ideas other than, like, my birthday's in like a couple days, and it's probably going to be a massive disappointment for reasons that I really don't want to get into. Like, that is where my mind is at. I also think I'm tired enough that I'm probably hallucinating a little bit. That's never fun. Out the corner of your eyes, you see the demons. He's spooky. Some of you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, because you guys have, because I believe Foxno and Zeke, both of you woke up to messages from me, just being like, life be bleh. Le bleh. Bleh, le bleh. I don't know what the fuck I'm on. Hippopotamus. Plus turbo buttons. So power shot limits your busters on the number of shots you can have on screen to 2. So the turbo fire button is always going to be 2, but I believe the shots are more powerful. Also, with the speedy charge shot though, like, we essentially have like an instant laser. I like Ringman's theme, it's fun. It's nice. I like that they finally fixed the R2 L2 situation. So R2 it does the balloon and the wire, and then L2 does rush, all 3 of the rush items. That's how I can just kind of go do craziness like that. Dog on my head. Very, very silly things. I honestly I love the PlayStation version so much. I like talking about the Complete Work series. I think it is the best way to play these games. And I know it's not the most accessible way, but it's so good. They're good ports. They're good versions. Those things can still damage me once they've been beaten. Alright. So here's the goal. We're going to hold down the button. We're gonna lose a life, and Pharaoh Man's gonna follow the sun. We're down to no lives. That's not good. That'll probably be a bad omen for later. The unbridled power of sun. The power pack taste of Sunny D. Above your head and thrown at enemies. I'm not sponsored, I'm just being crazy. Like you do. Oh boy. But yeah, I don't. I won't have any of my information or data from yesterday's stuff until like the end of today. Maybe tomorrow. I'm hoping everybody shows up for Friday. Sauce says, back! Welcome back! We're on the arranged mode. People chose the hypercharge and power shot. So we've got stupidly fast charge shots, and we've got stupidly powerful regular shots, with only 2 of them on screen at a time. Belrog had to run off and start their stream, so we're going to be doing a raid for them after, once we're finished up with episode Red. Fun fact, just clears the blocks. I don't mind Dustman that hard. I used to start with Dustman when I was feeling cheeky. Dancing Met. We didn't see that last time because I got rid of it too quickly. Alright. We're gonna try for the Buster only achievement on Dustman real quick. So for those who are curious about the achievements, the achievements are run by Retro Achievements. I'm using DuckStation to record this game. This is not the NES version, this is the PlayStation version. He was faster than a speeding charge shot. Higher jump than the hyper jump. Less bones than a noodle. More rewinds than a crazy. So, Sussmog, do you have any thoughts on what we should name the channel points? Because honestly, I don't have any ideas right now. I'm thinking point balls, but I don't know. Right now, they're just channel points. And feel free to spend them. I want to see what happens when you spend a lot of them. I'd love to see just what happens in general. This is my favorite remix of Skullman, right alongside the Megas. I just like it. Run into the steel. That is the problem with not having it. With me not having a co-host at the moment, I do need one. I tend to perform better with a co-host. and I know it. But everybody I know is busy. At the moment, already had a meeting today, so they're just kind of out of it. My own co-host, Casey, canceled on me today, and yeah. So, since she canceled, I'm stuck doing this week alone, pretty much. Since she didn't watch yesterday, I'm kind of like, well... Since she doesn't want to be a part of this, I'm kind of stuck going, alright. How else do I do this? How else do I do good? Yeah, you can just walk onto Rush and he'll jump you. Rush is mugging people. The end. More news at dog o'clock. Revolta says, humble servant of soul, greet you. How goes it? It goes okay. We've already finished the NES version. We're on the PlayStation version. We're going to be doing episode Red after this because people love the Genesis versions of Mega Man games, I guess. Didn't know that was going to be a thing that people, like, absolutely love, but you know. I'm down to do it. Mega Man 4 is always good. Not as good as 6, but it's good. But right now, I'm just kind of vibing. Playing 4. Gonna be doing 5 tomorrow. And then Sonic 1 on Friday. I'm taking votes and suggestions right now on names for channel points. Because I'm not sure what to call them. Also, I'm not sure what they'll do. So I need, like, suggestions on that, too, because I don't know what you guys want to see. I don't know what you guys want to spend them on. I'm thinking about it, and I'm going, well, if I was part of the audience, I would just want to watch the darn stream. But getting you guys to engage and interact is the most important part of being a streamer, so I'm like, well, what do I do? No, we're getting that perfect achievement. I'm gonna do it. But I'm going okay. How are you doing, Revolta? A ton of work. A skeleton of work. Oh boy. How goofy. How goofy, how goofy. Like, gave points? Not sold on that. I think you mean Gav points, but that'd just be GAV. Not sure if I'm really down for calling them that. That makes me think of, like, the stupid thing my mother did when I was a kid. Alright, there's a small ad break. I'm actually going to take this ad break to go get myself a drink and stuff. So I'm actually going to use my BRB screen. So I can get up and stretch and be a little healthier. Yeah. Alright, I'm back, chat. Alright. Gonna be... What do you mean, what am I doing? Nothing at all. What were you doing? Anyways, I'm back. And thank you guys so much again for watching the ad. That helps support the channel. Like, I get paid for that. I know it's annoying to watch an ad, but you know what? It helps me pay my bills. So, thank you guys so much. It means a ton. Well, armor ain't gonna be finished in time, so I'm supposed to play with the costumes. I'm still gonna finish it. Well, I hope you do. It'll turn out awesome. Sorry it couldn't be done in time, though. It's not gonna be finished. So what's your change of plans, Revolta, for it? I gotta know. And while you're typing that out, I'm gonna tell you guys about the weird thing my mom used to say to me that I hated. So, as a kid, sometimes I'd lollygag. I used to take my time on everything, like every little detail. I would take my time to make sure it was good. Because I was always told, if you have to cut a tree and only have 2 hours to do it, you should spend the first hour to hour and a half sharpening the axe. You'll get more done that way. Because at least you're prepared. If you're cutting it with a dull axe, you're going to spend more time on the first tree than you will any other tree in the forest. Put fuel in the chainsaw before you start it, essentially. You know, come prepared. My mom did not like that preparedness. In fact, she felt that it was laziness. So, the one thing that she used to tell me, anytime I was taking my time to make sure something was, like, well done or well prepared, it was Gavin time. And I hated that term so freaking much. Because it was like, really? You think I'm not living by the same scale you are? It's like, yeah, of course I'm running by the same scale you are. I'm just doing things differently than you would do it. Like, that doesn't make me a bad person. And that doesn't mean it's a bad thing for me to do it this way. Quit fighting me. And, yeah. No. It was just, she thought it was cute. I thought it was, like, one of the biggest insults ever. And every time I told her, please stop calling it that, it wouldn't have mattered. Because my opinion didn't matter, because I was just a kid. Which sucks. And probably is why I treat young people with so much respect, usually, unless they prove otherwise. So. 2 extra lives, what's going on here? The water, it be breathing. Using the costume from last year, a night costume, which does look a bit crude. Aww. Why don't you use parts of the new costume if parts of it are done? To be like, hey look, I'm trying to do even cooler things with it. Like, just to show off your craftsmanship. That's what I do. It worked. Maybe we can go 2 for 2 on this one. Yep, we did it. Dead center. I don't know how I struggle on that usually, but I've done it like 3 times now this stream, and that is nuts. Ah, I see. So you wouldn't want to be wearing around that heavy armor all day. That would be kind of rough. I get you. I get you. I get you. I feel it. Oh man. So Revolta, are you going to be joining us for Friday? For tomorrow and Friday? I've been trying to kind of gauge what everybody's thoughts are on a Friday stream. We're also going to be doing stuff Monday of next week. Essentially, next week is my first 5-day week at doing this. I've already got videos ready to upload next week. I just need to finish the thumbnails for them. I've got the thumbnails for this one, this stream, and next stream also done. I'm kind of just prepared to absolutely steamroll. Oh, for sure, awesome, awesome, awesome. Because I'm gonna be doing. It's gonna be my birthday, so I'm trying this Friday to be like. See who's interested in doing stuff, because we're gonna be playing Sonic 1, and I am very, you know, I just really want to do that. I have not checked. Your cat is watching me? Awesome. The cat watches the cat. That is amazing. That just puts a smile on my face. I had a cat that, my cat, Oreo, used to watch TV with me. They'd watch me play video games and stuff, too. Like, they just intently stare at the screen and then look over at me like, really? This is what you're choosing to do today? And then back to the TV. Like, the TV was more interesting than my hand movements, and it was like, yep, I am playing Just Dance in the living room, and you cannot stop me. And that's just what my cat would watch. The cat was just my cat was just very intent with TV and me in the room. Granted, that was weird. Anyways. Weirdness aside. But yeah, no, my cat used to love watching TV. Like, when they were still around, they'd just watch it for hours. We're on Drill Man. I guess I could talk about Mega Man Fully Charged and how there's 2 different Drill Men in that show. There's, the Dad Drillman, which uses this red colorization. And then the Drill Man that is actually, you know, the one Mega Man fights, who is orange and wants to be an opera singer, and is great, just absolutely great. Love Mega Man Fully Charged. I actually have the figurine for Drill Man. I have Airman, Drill Man, and Iceman. I need to get Gutsman and Waveman still. And, I also have the drilled Mega Man figure, but his leg broke. And I'm kind of mad about that. I also need to pick up the normal Mega Man figure, because I don't actually have that. But, yeah. You'll send a video of it? Nice. Also, your color changed on the little display for me. That's neat. That is neat, neat. Neat, neat, neat. I don't know what I'm on about. One of my friends, colon 33333. I've never actually had to read that aloud. I don't know what they want me to call them. Is apparently watching. Awesome. Shout out to you. Feel free to follow. Have fun, you know. I'm just playing one of the best video games ever made. You know, casually. For funsies. I'm playing a Japanese exclusive PlayStation version of an NES game. I suppose I could talk about the creator contest and Drillman. So, Drillman... Or no, Dustman. Dustman in this game. How many people in my chat have watched One Punch Man? And know of the artist one? The creator of that series. It's in the server. Awesome. Well, I'll check that out in a little bit. But yeah, how many people in my audience know what One Punch Man is? You do? Saucemore says, I know. Zeke says, I know. Foxboy says, I have seen One Punch Man, and I know of one. Okay, good. One designed Dustman for the competition. So in every Mega Man game, after the first one, they held competitions, whether around the office or in person, like for everybody to enter, or Robot Master designs. And if you designed a good Robot Master, you'd appear in the game. Mega Man 4, they shipped out 8 golden cartridges to the winners. The creator of One Punch Man, 1, created Dustman and has a gold cartridge, and he is one of the few people to still own their gold cartridges. Most of the contestants did not stick with manga, did not stick being an artist, and which is a real shame, because all these designs are real bangers. But one still has the gold Mega Man 4 card, which is really cool. Rold says, I know the very basic concept. The guy defeats monsters with the punch. Yeah, but the guy who created One Punch Man, the artist's name is One. It's really weird. That's just the moniker they go under. They designed Dustman for this game, which is crazy to me. Yeah, he created Robot Master. He actually created Dustman for the competition and owns the gold cartridge, which is crazy. The gold cartridges, by the way, they go for a lot of money. They're not solid gold. They're like the Zelda cartridges where they're like painted gold. But they are still very expensive because there are only 8 of them. And they're not like NES cartridges. They're Famicom cartridges because the contests up until 6 were only held in Japan. After 6, they went back to only Japan. And then for Mega Man 11, they decided inside the company only for the contestants because they knew that they'd have to shift through thousands of worldwide entrants. And I'll have to talk about Mega Man 6 and the kid who designed like 900 entries for Nintendo Power and got in the game and almost had 2 Robot Masters in that game because he entered so many of them. Your cat loves watching Star Wars. We were talking earlier about how I'm not really a big Star Wars fan, which I know is weird. I know a lot of people like Star Wars, but I'm kind of like Freddie Mercury in the fact that I'm like, never really cared for Jaws, and I don't like Star Wars. That is truer words have never been spoken. Alright, we're just gonna skip the E-Tank, because we've got an E-Tank. And I got 6 extra lives, we're kinda good there, too. Dust Crusher. And now we begin. Chat, what do you guys think about AI voices for, that read the chat for me? So that way then you guys have, like, a little bit of a voice. Would that be something you guys would spend bits on? I want to know. I will set up a little guy on screen just for that. Maybe? Maybe. Okay. I'm trying to get ideas, because I really don't have very many of them. Apparently we got an ad starting soon, which is fine with me. I just gotta beat the boss first. Now you guys can watch the ad. I wish I could speed it up. Oh boy. We get one maybe, like, that's good. I'd much rather have, like, a definitive yes or no. Sure, that'd be funny. You're gonna have a little guy appear and read the comments, lol. That's what I was thinking. Like, just a little pop-up. Maybe I'll make it, like, a little Metul guy, maybe? I don't know. I just want to get ideas of what you guys want to spend channel points and bits on, other than the meter go up beneath my head, which... We're 5 followers away from playing The Legend of Zelda. Like, that's what that meter beneath my head is. That's what the maroon one is, the pinkish one. I'm the opposite of AI, I'm genuinely stupid. I'm gonna be honest. AI is genuinely stupid. Oh man, I love the fact that I say AI and people show up. And now that there's an ad running, you guys are like, nah, later, Chief. We had 9 viewers, then an ad popped up just as they joined, and then they all left. I feel bad about that, because I'm like, but that supports the channel, and the fact that they didn't stick around to watch is like, well, dang. Opinions on Elon Musk. He can go to hell. He needs to stop messing with things. And the baby man is not a man. He needs to go, like, you know, just be himself rather than be a man. That's my thoughts. I think he's a baby man, and I think he needs to go fuck himself. He needs to leave regular people alone. He needs to stop dragging his child around everywhere. He needs to go be a good father instead of using his kid as a meat shield. And his AI is nonsense. His policies on Twitter are garbage, and the fact that I have to use the platform to help get an audience here is a little annoying. That's my opinion on Elon Musk. I think that the things he does is stupid. He's not the smartest man in the world. There was a time when you could convince me of that. But there was also a time when you could convince me that, like, Sonic the Hedgehog wanted to be my friend. So to say the least, I was a gullible kid. It doesn't mean I want to be a gullible adult. Enough said. You can also have the little guy do silly things or something with the points. That was another thought I had. I was like, we might be able to do something. I don't know. The thing is, then I have to draw the frames and stuff for him. I just don't know whether I'm down to do that right now. It's just a mess. He's the most insecure man on Earth. I feel that. He totally fucking is. I love that my TV freaks out when I switch windows, even slightly. It's like I just wanted to check the follower, the viewer count and the follower count. See if I haven't missed any shoutouts and stuff. I'm hoping the Sonic streams do good, because, you know, it's gonna be a mess. I don't need the Tang, but we're gonna take it anyways. We're gonna tank it like a champ. He's the most insecure man on Earth? Agreed. Right up next to Mark Zuckerberg. Did it. Boxino says, you can take your time with the little guy. Just reading comments is good enough. Everything else is for when you have time and if you're up for it. Yeah, that is certainly something I need more of, is more time. So... By the way, guys, for those who have checked on, Sauce Monk says, he's maybe, yeah, no, it's a mess. Honestly, my mom is kind of the same way. She is really, really proud of herself. So... for the sake of everything else, my mom has told me some horrific things in my lifetime, and I will never get back I'll never get back the moment of terror that I've had from dealing with her nonsense. Like, so, yeah, no. Older people being really weird about all of that is insane. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I'm just trying to be me and be positive and put out a happier light than what I see a lot of the older folks in my life do. And it tends to work. You guys seem to stick around for it. Sometimes I'm down in the dumps, and sometimes life just sucks. But I still push through it. And that is the most important thing, is like, if I can push through it, you guys can push through it. Because it's important. Perseverance. It is a valiant skill. That's a plus for you. That's good. Granted, your mom is Fox, I've talked to your mom a little bit, and like every time I ever hear from her, she's always like super skeptical of me. I can hear it in her voice. I'm like, it's like, that's that white kid again. I'm like, please don't. Like the last time that I talked to your mom, it was like it was like a year or two ago. It was whenever I went to I did not befriend Foxino's mom. I've only talked to her like 2 or 3 times. But there were times like in 2016 where I talked to her where she was like super nice and friendly. And then a couple of and now we're later down that line, and Foxino's mom is just like super hypercritical, and I think part of it has to do with my last name, because I may be from the north, right? Like, my heritage is from like Scotland and Ireland and Germany, and while most of my family and whatnot, you know, came well before World War II and stayed north, there is a very wide population that share my last name down in the southern states, and they're known for running like tobacco farms, and it's gross, and none of them are actually like related directly to me, but since I share a last name, it's like super hypercritical. It's like, I didn't even do anything. Please no. That's just some goofiness I've noticed. I like Foxino. I like hanging out. Gavin Weed would go crazy. You guys... Okay, Saucemog, if you want to see me high, you will not see me. One of my major problems is that I actually have been diagnosed with something called plurals. I have 3 personalities. You will... When I'm on weed, you get... We can switch a little easier between the personalities at choosing, because you can actually I can actually like feel the connections in my brain. It's a little wonky. We have different names for each of them because it's what makes it comfortable for me. Sometimes I talk in like multiples. She's just suspicious of people she'd ever met, especially my friends, because I don't talk to many people much. I mean, you talk to me a lot. We've been friends since like 2015, 2016. Oh gosh, we're coming up on like 10 years now. That's a little crazy. Listen, I'm sure your mom's a great person. I wish she wouldn't have stopped me from picking you up for Megaman.exe that year. Granted, that drive was crazy. I never want to drive through Florida. Which one's the one who streams? Me. I am the one that usually streams. There is a rabbit that you see on the bottom of the screen. That also, you know, every now and again comes out for certain streams and stuff. It's just how it is. It's different vocal inflections. It's different attitudes towards different things. It's different gameplay styles. The dragon is the one you guys will probably not meet that much at all. And that boils down to, people tend to get kind of worried and nervous when they come out. So, yeah. 10-year anniversary, said Fox. No, I know, right? Crazy. But yeah, I don't like weirding out my audience with lore about me, because I have told the YouTube audience this stuff before, and most of them either accept that I am crazy, or that I am just very stupid, or that I've just got problems. And honestly, I'm okay with that. I have been this way my entire life, and I will not change for anybody on that subject matter, because I'm comfortable with that part of me. I am comfortable with the fact that there are 3 of me. I am comfortable with the fact that I can switch. I am comfortable being on Wii. But I am also very comfortable with not doing any of that. You know, it's just kind of the way it is. I kind of go with the flow in terms of that. So if you're ever like, oh, yeah, no, he's the weird, crazy person. Yeah, I own it. I fully expect it. And every time I bring it up, I fully expect, oh, I'm gonna lose followers. Oh, people are gonna call me nuts. And that's just the way it's gonna be. Not much I can do about it. Alright, we're gonna use Meat Tank when we need to. The fun fact about this stage, the stage that we played only had Metools and enemies, and nobody noticed. You have episodes a lot? Yeah, no. Mine stuff's not episodes as much as I was diagnosed, like, there was just kind of a voice in my head, and I was like, okay, I need to get this checked out, and I'm like, I'm an adult, I can finally check this out. This isn't the first time I've heard this. I've been hearing it since I was, in elementary school, in, like, 4th grade, so it's like, it's very, very important that I, like, you know, maybe get this checked out. And talked to my therapist about it, and then I talked to a couple doctors about it, and then I talked to a friend about it, got their opinion, talked to my friend who is also a doctor about it, and they were like, yeah, maybe you should get that checked out. Non-medical, like, legal purposes, he prefaced with, like, I can't properly diagnose you, but I can tell you what I've seen, and I'm like, okay, thank you. And by the time we were done with all that, I went and I got a psych evaluation. They were like, "Oh yeah, so here's what you have. There are a lot of people like you. Most people do not own up to it. Most people just say, I'm crazy and move on. But it is a thing. It is not fixable. It is because your brain scan has a small like cut along 2 edges of it, so your brain is like changing synapses at all times, so your personalities are going to just change, but it seems to be stable, so you won't get any more. So you're stuck this way. Sorry. Have a nice life. There's medications we could have that would shut that part of your brain down, but if you are living healthy and happily, then we don't want to put you on the medication. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I'm doing okay. I'll live with it. I'll figure it out a way. And, from there, you know, yeah. Because you have strep, to take different meds, strep throat's never fun to deal with. Alright, we got another ad break coming up. I'll try to pause in the boss door. We'll get there as quickly as we can. I'll pause at whatever room it says when the ad started. And for those on YouTube watching, when like a week later, check out the Twitch streams. I get paid on there, so please do it. It supports the channel. It supports the Twitch and the YouTube. So just do it. As for people in the chat, now that you know that about me, say things. I want to know your opinions. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your thoughts. You guys think I'm crazy? And for those who've met me on Telegram and stuff, were you expecting that? Probably not. Honestly, probably not. Nah. That's always been my big worry, is, like, people hating me about that. Because I know a lot of people are like, well... I don't know about that, Fox, now. Alright, we're back. I just realized for 30 seconds I was just sitting there like a goober on my phone. Somebody wanted a link, so I sent them a link, because, yeah, it's the good thing to do. They want to watch. I said, hey, I'm streaming. This is my job. Part of my job, at least. So, to the new people watching, I've got bars beneath my head. If we can get 60 followers, I'll do The Legend of Zelda. Right now I'm doing Mega Man 4, though. Specifically the PlayStation version. I'm also going to do the Genesis version later tonight. Also, I just glitched the ring. It went off screen, so... That's a little awkward. Should have put a ring on it. It went to space and then captured the moon. Sosmo says, it's not something you can choose. Absolutely not. It's not something I ever chose. Like, you didn't choose to have multiple personalities. Nope. But I live with it. And yeah. Noxus says, seriously though, I find it interesting to say the least. Nothing crazy or scary about it. Revolta says, well, I'll be honest, the first time he came out about it, I doubted somewhat. Still, in a way, I do. But I don't hate you. Just couldn't really wrap my head around the concept. It's fine. That's fine. You don't have to... See, that's the thing about it, is... You don't have to believe me. I have the medical document for it. I don't need sympathy for it. I'm not asking for help with it. It's just like... No, this is just the way I am. So, I'm kind of stuck that way. And it'll be that way forever. Oh boy. But just kind of the way I am. There's no change in it. I can't do anything about it. And Revolta, you only doubt it because you've only ever seen, like, one of me. You've only ever really seen me. Because every time I'm streaming, we make sure we're in the right headspace for it to just be me. The only other time that it hasn't been this side of me was one episode of Sonic 06 where we got the most amount of views I'd ever gotten at that point on YouTube, and absolutely just blew my mind how much dumb things I said. And honestly, I kind of think that maybe I should do it again. Just to see how well he does. See how well the rabbit do. Watch you guys, like, freak out at the skills of Tetris. Sosmo says, like, people choose to say horrible or do horrible things. Yeah, they choose that, though. Sure, go for it. I'm not doing it now. I just mean in the future. We'll pick a game where it's like, yeah, this'll be fun. You guys will hear nonsense for a couple hours. Granted, if I do that, I'm probably gonna want my husband with me, so... He likes when I meet people. So... He's actually been the one encouraging me to do all sorts of things, as of late. Meet new people, talk to new people. Helps me record stuff. Honestly, it's kind of funny. Well, there was that one time in Jackbox that was whack. Yeah? I almost forgot about that, actually. I'm gonna be honest, we should probably do Jackbox again. Just gonna casually pet the Pharaoh Man. Just casually pet the Pharaoh Man. Susmark says, one of my goals this year is to make new friends. My goal this year was to make a new friend group. No, stop overworking myself, stop giving myself such a hard time, and make a friend group that I can exist with and be comfortable with being myself. Instead of just, okay, gotta hide all personalities, gotta hide everything. Everything about me. Just hide it all. Lock it away. Take him away, officer. He's too busy talking about Sonic to care. To care what happens to himself. Oh, we got a new follower. And the sound effect scared the crap out of me. Let me see if I can read. Waspez, thank you for the follow. That helps a ton, actually. We only just got affiliated yesterday, too, so... The ad stuff, like, I've been doing streams for, like, 3 years, so... I don't recognize the name. I'm assuming you're the lovely person I met on Telegram. I've been streaming for like 3 years or so, and I spent 3 years. This is year 4 on YouTube, trying to get monetized there, only for it to me to come up short every single time. I'm almost at 1,000 subs on there. But because I don't have the watch time, I just don't, I just can't, I'm not eligible for it. And then I streamed for 2 weeks here. Boom, affiliate. Boom, filled out tax documents. You're good to start making money. So as of yesterday, I'm like, I can actually maybe live on this? What? I don't have to do, like... 20 fursuits every year? What? Which... Fursuits also were not paying the bills that much. But that's a whole nother can of worms. You see, when you have to buy the material for the thing that you have to make, because somebody paid you for it, if you don't factor in the material costs, or you're doing a queue for, or you're finishing a queue for somebody else, and they already got paid in full, it's almost like you have no money to actually live on. You would do it, it's just expensive. It is expensive. I charge like 1,500 for a head, and that's lower. That's a lower rate than most other fursuit makers. But I have so much backlogged fur from my roommate, who also makes fursuits. I had to clear her I cleared out her 3-year backlog in 8 months. Which, don't ever do that. Don't ever say, oh yeah, you're gonna help, I want to help you clear out your backlog. That's a scary thing to do. It's a terrifying thing to do, to be perfectly honest. Alright. Equipped with the ring. By the way, fun fact, there is a safe spot right here. And he only fires off 3 shots. And just do a quick jump. You might live off of that a little bit, or do FNAF plush commissions. Listen, taking commissions and stuff is great if people have disposable income and can find you. It took me years to build an audience on YouTube. Now imagine doing that on top of fursuit stuff because you have to, because there's no other way for people to find you other than like TikTok and stuff. Like that is the nonsense of which is working freelance. You do your own advertising. You have to make the products. You have to ship the products. You have to buy the material to make the product, and then you have to charge people for that product and hope to God they pay, because if not, paying for rent is scary. I have a husband who helps me with the rent and stuff because he wants to see me succeed. Which is what all the donations and stuff go to here, because currently I'm renting and we have a good enough credit score to buy a house right now. We just need more of the debts paid off that he has, because he has a car payment, teeth payment, because he went to the dentist once last year and it cost him like $3,000 to get like 3 teeth ripped out. American healthcare is stupid. What even is a credit score? So a credit score is essentially... So what a credit score is if you so you have to borrow money from a bank, right? All the credit score says is that you are known to take out loans and pay them back on time. With interest. That's it. All it means is, yes, I am good with the monies. Give me the monies. I can't make the monies that fast, so I need the monies. I need the helps to make the monies. And that's all a credit score is. It's just like, give me the monies so I can pay you back the monies. And this number says I do it quite often and on time and shit. And it's dumb. It's dumb. I will never not admit that it is dumb. Credit score equals trustworthiness. It can also just bogus it can also be bogus as well and backfire on you if you do pay stuff off, which is weird. And I don't know how that works, but I heard about that the other day. I'm like, what the heck? But we've had my husband's been working on that for a while, so he's good enough with that. The only thing now is like, well, I need to have the income, and I've been trying all of this stuff for years, and the fursuits are working. All I have to do is make 12 heads this year. If I can make 12 heads this year, I can literally move out and buy a house now. But of course, I'm going to make the heads and ship them before I finish. But yeah, we just finished 4 again. We're going to be doing the Genesis version next. I'm going to change the title to Episode Red if it's an option on Twitch. So that'll be fun. I'm really happy with everybody showing up. Thank you guys so much. And Yeah. You missed some context, and I didn't realize you had a husband. Sorry if I came off flirty. No, I want you to... No. No. Oh, I'm reading the chat. No. My husband loves when people flirt with me. That is the thing. This is something that he actually really enjoys about me. Is he wants to see me happy, and that's literally something that he helps me with. Hope you have a great rest of the stream. You're leaving? No! Ah, the silliness. Either way, thanks for coming. Yeah, my husband likes to cater to one of my personalities. Specifically. And that is Presto the Bunny, and he'll cater to it, and it's comfortable for me. And it's one of those things where it's like, people will apologize. They're like, I didn't realize you were married. And I'm like, yeah. My husband is perfectly cool with it, which is really comfortable for me, because it means that I get to be who I am without being ashamed of myself. And that's one of the things that he's brought up to me multiple times. He's like, just do it. Be happy. Meet people. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, he knows that I'm in his bed. He knows that I'm going to be doing life with him. Like, that ain't a big deal. And that will never be the big deal. If people hit on me, I don't care. I don't mind. My husband does not mind. I will literally, like, pull out my phone and show him people flirting. And he's like, nice. Have fun with that. I'm like, thank you. And he'll still hold me at the end of the night and, like, just squeeze me tight. He's the best. Like, Blade in chat was, or like, yesterday was just like, it's nice to see a happy relationship instead of one that's just literally falling apart, because boomers will just watch their relationships fall apart for no reason. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's why I am the way I am. It's because it's like, I found the guy who lets me be me. He wants me to be happy, and that's like, that's good. I want him to be happy too. So I do all sorts of stuff for him, and he does stuff for me, and it's great. It's nice. Oh man, when we do... Cat is sleeping on the leg. Aw, they fell asleep to you watching Mega Man 4. That's great. But yeah, no, I realized that for the stream for Mega Man 6, I have to mute the credit sequence for 6. Specifically the one for the Navi mode, because it is a lyrical song that's played on Japanese radios and is very much copyright claimed on both YouTube and Twitch. You're under bed arrest. I feel that. You have returned from advert jail? Yeah. Advert jail. I've been doing this for 3 years, and I can now collect ad revenue. Who knew that all I had to do was switch from YouTube to Twitch. And I would be able to finally make some amount of money from just existing and entertaining people. It's absolutely crazy. You gotta make money so worth it. Yeah, exactly! Socksmon says you haven't gotten a single ad? That's crazy. That's nuts. Did you end up subscribing?